I used to think marriages didn't unravel overnight. That if something went wrong, there'd be signs, alarms, red flags, something. But now I know sometimes the fall begins in silence. 3 years ago, Emma and I moved into our new home. Quiet neighborhood, 2 dogs, the kind of place you'd pass by and think, they've got it made. And for a while, we did. We had a rhythm morning coffee on the patio, grocery runs on Sundays, weekend movie nights. She'd laugh at my lame jokes. I'd cook dinner while she danced around the kitchen, barefoot and happy. At least, I thought she was. About a year ago, Emma started working out more. Said she wanted to get back in shape, clear her head. At first, I was all for it. She seemed energized, more focused. She found this boutique gym just 15 minutes from our place, high-end, always spotless, and full of people who looked like they had life all figured out. It had a juice bar, spa rooms, and one particular guy who worked the front desk like he owned the place, Mark. Mark was polished. The kind of man who always looked freshly shaved and smelled like expensive cologne. He had the gym bro confidence and charming smile that made people feel important. Emma mentioned him now and then. Mark showed me this new circuit, or Mark says I've got killer core strength. I didn't think much of it. Why would I? But then, things started shifting. Emma would stay at the gym longer than usual, said she was trying out new classes. Sometimes she'd come home already showered, makeup on, and slip out again, claiming she had errands or lunch with a friend. I wanted to believe her. I did. But the distance between us grew, and it wasn't just emotional. We stopped having real conversations. The kind where you look at each other and feel seen. Our intimacy dried up. She always seemed tired. Or just not in the mood. She smiled less at my jokes, drifted further away at night, her back turned to me under the covers. I didn't know how to reach her. Or maybe, I was too afraid to admit that I already had and found nothing there. It all changed the day I came home early from work. The office HVAC had broken, and they sent everyone home. I pulled into the driveway, expecting the usual Emma at work or maybe still at the gym. But her car was parked out front. I figured she might be inside doing yoga or catching a nap. I walked in quietly, hoping to surprise her. The house was quiet. No TV, no music, just faint, rhythmic sounds coming from upstairs. My stomach sank. I moved up the stairs slowly, each step heavier than the last. The bedroom door was halfway open, and through that narrow crack, I saw them. Emma. Mark. She was on top, her face flushed, whispering something I couldn't hear. He was smiling, hands on her hips. The sheets I had picked out. The bed we had built together. Everything violated in an instant. I didn't walk in. I couldn't. I stood there, watching for what felt like years before turning back and walking down the stairs. I don't remember how I got into my car. I don't remember the drive. I just remember the numbness. The sound of my own breathing. And a single question circling my mind like a buzzard. How long? The next day, I didn't confront her. I watched. I waited. I started collecting the fragments, trying to piece together how long my marriage had been a lie. Turns out it wasn't just a fling. There were texts, receipts, gym charges that didn't match her story. She'd met his parents. They had a hotel they went to. I guess I was the last to know. It's strange, watching the person you love transform into a stranger. Even stranger when they're smiling about it. I haven't told her what I know. Not yet. But I will. Tomorrow, I've asked her to meet me at the place where we first met, the old cafe off Lincoln Avenue. She thinks we're having an anniversary breakfast. She doesn't know it will be our last. She arrived wearing a soft cream sweater, the one I bought her last fall. Her hair was tied back in that effortless way she knew I loved, and for a moment, just a moment, I saw the woman I married. But only the surface. The woman beneath that familiar smile was someone I no longer knew. "Happy anniversary," she said as she slid into the booth across from me. I smiled back, but it felt foreign. Like I was borrowing the expression from a past life. You look good, she added, eyes scanning my face like she was searching for something. Maybe guilt. Maybe permission. Or maybe she knew. We ordered coffee. She talked about her plans for the day, how work had been stressful, how she might go for a run later. Every word was a lie, a distraction. I nodded along, letting her build her wall of small talk until there was nowhere left to hide. I know about you and Mark. Silence. Her hand froze mid-stir. She blinked once. Twice. Then placed the spoon gently on the napkin. I watched her. She didn't deny it. She didn't gasp. She didn't even look surprised. How long? I asked, though I already knew. Her eyes stayed fixed on her coffee. 7 months. A simple sentence. Clean. Precise. It shattered something in me all the same. Why him? I asked. She finally looked up. I don't know, she said quietly. He made me feel wanted. Not just seen, really wanted. Desired. Like I was alive again. And I didn't? Her eyes filled, but she blinked the tears back. It's not that simple. Yes, it is, I wanted to scream. You betrayed me. You turned our life into background noise while you played house with someone else. But instead, I breathed in and let the silence sit with us. I was there, I said. That day. I came home early. She closed her eyes, the color draining from her face. I didn't say anything then because I wasn't sure what hurt more, seeing you with him, or realizing how little it seemed to matter to you. Don't say that, she whispered. You made it matterless, I said. Every decision, every lie, you decided that this marriage wasn't worth telling the truth for. She folded her hands in her lap. I didn't plan for it to happen. I just drifted. And then I was in too deep. And you seemed so distant. Don't, I said sharply. Don't turn this into what I didn't do. Her breath hitched. So, what happens now? I reached into my coat and pulled out the envelope I'd brought. Inside, a copy of the separation papers. Nothing final. Nothing cruel. Just a line in the sand. I booked a room at the Marriott for the next few days. You can stay at the house if you need time to pack or think. I'll take the dogs. She didn't speak. She just nodded. I don't hate you, Emma. That's the worst part. I still love the version of you that sat across from me in this booth 10 years ago. But I can't unsee what I saw. And I won't share you. I'm sorry, she whispered. I know. We didn't hug. We didn't cry. We just sat there, two strangers sipping coffee over the ruins of a life we once built together. As I walked out, the sun hit me square in the face. The kind of sharp morning light that reminds you you're alive, whether you want to be or not. And for the first time in months, I felt something that wasn't pain. I felt free.